to see the general interface of the console, you've got all your options listed in 2 different places, and you can use either one depending on your preference. You've got them all listed down here in this menu on the left, where you can just expand the different sections and find what you're looking for. You've also got this bar at the top. It has all the same options, just in a slightly different location, slightly different interface. So it's really a matter of preference which one you use. They contain links to all the same places, and they behave the same way. Everything you do in the console outside of this, it's all done through dialogue similar to this one. There's a standard sort of interface to them. They all have the same look and feel. Almost all of them will have a search bar over on the left, along with a list of information. So right now we're looking at contacts, so you see a specific list of contacts here. Same thing if you're looking at accounts. You have a little bit of a different search. And then you have different accounts listed on the left side of the page. Then over on the right, you'll have information specific to typically to one specific record. So here I do my search, and I decide I want to look at Dallas Coffin logging. I click on that, and then I get the specific information over on the right. This is a bit of an advanced topic. I don't think we'll be talking too much about this. But the console pages themselves can actually be managed through the console. So if you click on this button here, you can actually see information about this dialogue in the console. It's not something that you need to do very often, and it's actually somewhat tricky to manage the console. But I just want to make you aware that this can actually be done through this interface. So it's got the ability to manage not only the portal, but to manage itself as well. One last thing to mention is the workspaces. So if you find your screen is getting cluttered up, maybe you want to have a little bit more room, you can open a new tab if you'd like in your browser, which can be done, sorry, that button will open the portal. Okay, sorry. So yeah, you can open the portal that way. You could open a new tab in your browser and just copy the URL. Or you can create new workspaces down here. And this allows you to continue to work inside the same tab in your browser, but manage different sets of information in each workspace. Another thing I'd like to show you is the favorites. So, depending on who you are, you may find that there's only a handful of options in the console you use on a regular basis. It is quite in-depth and has a lot of information, a lot of different pages in it that allow you to manage different things. But say if you're primarily concerned just with content in HTML, you can just go in and add those things to your favorites. So say I want to look at the all content page, and I want to look at the web pages. Then I add them both to my favorites. And now if I were to refresh this, oops. Okay, now I've been logged out. If I actually refresh, then I'll be kicked out of the console. But now I go back in, you can see that those show up my favorites. So, like I said, because there's so much in here that most people will never want to touch, this is a good way just to make it more customized to the experience you're looking for. So this whole console makes heavy use of jQuery and Ajax, and that's how we're able to manage it all on one screen, to be able to do some very powerful stuff without actually having to refresh the whole page.